Oh yeah, just your sand.
Just here, this is Jervis Station here.
Because I want to see the Kimberleys.
Jeez, this is just spectacularly marvelous. In the right, I'm in the right. Hang on, whoa.
What a day. We've just got into the Crown Plaza in Alice Springs. We left Kings Canyon this morning early at about 9 o'clock, and we've just got in now at 5. We went on the Marini Road, and my goodness, what a terrible road it was. However, I think it gave us some good practice for what lies ahead, because tomorrow we have the challenge of the Plenty Highway. This is 800 k's of dirt, bull dust, ruts, corrugations. So I'm really worried about this one, but I think if we could have got through today, and we did, we should be okay.
Right, so heading out of Alice Springs. Can you believe the wind is going to be against us again? A big wind. I'd give anything to have a following wind for once.
That would be lovely.
That would be lovely. All right, so next stop, Jervis. So a big day ahead of us. That is a sizable trailer. Mind you, it's got the equipment for it. This is actually quite exciting. We've just turned onto the Plenty Highway. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but it's just this tiny little strip of tar, and it's about 450 k's to our destination.
We really enjoyed this section because it started to give us a feel for what lay ahead, and soon enough, what lay ahead arrived.
All right, so here we go. Onto the dirt. Another 600 k's of this to go.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to make us sleep well at night.
Yep, sure will. Straight into the sand already. Gee, you got to keep the speed up just so you can keep the corrugations at bay. But then you got to keep your eyes open for the sand, hey Jono?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It's a trade-off, hey? Speed versus fear versus safety versus everything.
Yeah.
Either way, pick your line.
Yeah.
You pick your line, you commit to it, and you stay with it, hey? Jeez, where am I going here? Let's look at this one. Whoa. Just lean back. Oh.
I don't know if this is good or bad. I'm on the sand on the left. It's very smooth, but I can't get across.
That's where I am.
Yeah.
Herbert. I'm going to try and get across on the right here. Seems a bit better on the right.
Yeah, Jono. There's some snakes. By now we'd been riding for about 3.5 hours and I was getting past midday, so we decided to stop and eat some of our trusty old snakes just to keep our energy levels up before we got to Jervis, where we were stopping for lunch. After this short but well-earned break, we were again ready to take on the Plenty.
Jono, I never in my wildest imaginings thought that I'd ever be aiming for the sand. But I am.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
You're right in the sand in the middle, and it just makes it so much more comfortable, hey?
No, it does. Once you get used to the sand, it's fine.
Yeah, well this is just surface sand, so it's okay, I guess. You just float over it. Is that a cyclist up ahead?
Jono and I were completely amazed at the amount of foreign cyclists we met along our route. Some were travelling as couples and some were doing it on their own. And we were very fortunate to share a campsite in Uluru with a Dutch couple who were having the adventure of their lives.
So we're here with Jelle and Corolla, and they are riding from Darwin through Australia. Do you want to just quickly tell us about your journey?
Okay, we started June 13 in Darwin, and we have a visa for 1 year, so we have plenty of time. And 6 years ago we were in Australia, and it really catches us So all the space and the enormous country. We're from Holland, where everything is small and tiny. So
it's a big
it's the
change, isn't it?
opposite. It is.
So
Yes.
this is the second time you coming to
Yes.
Australia to
Yeah.
do a similar ride. And
Yeah.
you're going to go all the way down to Tasmania,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
We
And
will-
then back up to Cairns.
in Cairns, and maybe we will all the way, when we want to fly home, we will go all the way back to Perth. And then from Perth back to Amsterdam.
Right.
Because I want to see the Kimberleys.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
And you've done the Nullarbor.
Yes.
6 years ago.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we had tailwinds, so we were very lucky.
You're tailwinds help.
1,200 kilometers of nothing.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Very special.
Yeah, no, cheers.
Brilliant. It was really fantastic to meet you and safe journeys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're coming into Jervis. We might get some lunch here, Johnny.
Yeah, we can.
I'd go left.
Yeah. Oh, here's the fuel.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, all good. Tired. Tired
Oh.
and stiff. Oh,
Surely you're not tired.
tired. Yeah.
So filling up at Jervois. We got 200 k's to go for today. We'll call it quits. John has put petrol in, and we met a lovely lady who gave us some petrol as well as some biscuits.
So we're just filling up at Jervois, and lovely Mary here is helping us out with some Cokes and some homemade bickies.
Lovely Mary.
Hi!
And those are the bickies.
Yeah,
That's all that's left.
that's all that's left.
Oh, and did you make them?
Yes, I did this morning.
This morning. Fantastic.
Yep.
And Mary's the manager of the facility.
Yeah, she's a face of the facility.
Face of the facility.
Helps everyone else out.
So I'm just filming the map of the Northern Territory. This is only the Northern Territory.
Right, look at that. Now, Mary, where are we?
So we're just here. This is Jervis Station here. And Jervis Station also owns Jinka, which is here. And they rent off from the Aboriginal some of Atula, which is here. So this is this and this little bit in here is 2.2 million acres, about 14,000 square kilometres.
2.2 million
acres.
acres.
And it's a
Yeah.
small little square.
And it's a small
On the
little
map.
square on the map. Yeah.
Good
Just makes you
grief.
see how big Australia
That's-
really is.
Can't believe it, hey?
Amazing, yeah.
The funny thing is that Jono and I were experiencing exactly that. We would ride for miles and miles and hours and never seemed to move anywhere on the map.
Well, where am I going?
Yeah, but
And another one. There's a sand there.
in the red.
Yeah, just
literally as
Oh yeah, just your sand just where that guy hits me.
yeah, literally
Oh.
as the dust cloud hits you. you're in
Oh,
the sand.
sand. Get through this. Here we are.
That's fine.
Yeah.
This section after Jervois Station really challenged both of us, and we both nearly had spectacular offs. However, fortunately, our training paid off and both of us were able to avoid anything major, and we stayed upright. But after such a harrowing event, it's really important to talk these things through.
I was at that point. I was like, oh, I should have put the brake on and then try and just come off slowly.
Yeah, I know.
And I had to like fight myself to say no, just put the throttle on, and I
Yeah.
plowed my way out of it.
Yeah.
But right there at the end, my back tire was all the way out, like it did the whole like sideways
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Just got back.
But sometimes the surface has improved, and we just reveled in it.
This is just glorious.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, you're right. Geez, after those near bloody offs. Sure.
Yeah.
This is a delight.
We're being rewarded.
This is just spectacularly marvelous. This is absolute heaven.
Yeah. It's so great. So smooth.
You just want to get off the bike and just hug it.
Yeah.
But as most people who've been to the Outback know, it's not only the roads you've got to be careful of, it's the road trains.
Jeez. Whoa. That was incredible, hey? You just couldn't see. Everything's just silted up. Let me get my helmet away. Yeah. That was incredible. You just couldn't see, hey?
But in spite of all the challenges and hardships we were facing, we never once lost sight of how enormously lucky and privileged we were to be both sharing this adventure together.
John, I was just thinking what a wonderful thing to be doing, riding our bikes on a Monday afternoon in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I was thinking that this morning whilst we're riding through Alice. Everyone's thinking, oh man, Monday morning, it's got to go to work, you know, all that stuff. And here we are heading off on another nice little adventure for the day.
And it's been an adventure, hasn't it, hey? Gee whiskers.
It definitely has. This road has tested us.
It's tested us.
Definitely tested us.
Ooh, multiple times.
Yeah, definitely.
He wasn't wrong about the testing, because I had one more just 4 k's out before we got to our destination.
Oh, I'm in the right. Oh. Hang on. Whoa. Jeez. Yeah, I got through.
Got through?
Yeah.
Did you not hear me say stick to the left?
Yeah. I'm in the left now.
There's more sand on the right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got through it.
Alright. Yeah, it would have been very awkward coming off 4 k's before the end of the track, before the destination.
That's right. But it was some pretty deep sand.
Yeah, it was very deep.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Finally, we were turning into Tobermory station, which was to be our stop for the night, and our bodies and Jonathan's stomach was telling us it was time to call it a day.
I didn't see anything on that sign about hot meals.
Oh, we got hot meals. We got braised steak.
Yeah.
Dehydrated steak. All we need is water.
Yeah.
Well done, Jono. Looks like we made it,
We
hey?
made it.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's go in here, shall we?
Yeah.
There you go, office.
So here's a little challenge to get to the campsite. They laid on some nice deep sand. But we are sand masters. We throw our heads back and laugh at that sand. We survived the Plenty Highway, so far anyway. 400 k's. Non-stop ruts and dirt and sand.